What happens when a group of paranormal investigators start a conversation? You get Ghost of the Coast Paranormal, the podcast. Tales of the dead, the bizarre, and all things supernatural. Join us now as we discuss Joe Baldwin and the Maco Lights. Ooh. Is it light plural or light singular?
Light. Singular.
Okay.
Light.
Hi, and welcome back to Ghost of the Coast Paranormal, the podcast. I'm Erin.
I'm Linnea. I'm Deborah.
And today we are discussing Joe Baldwin and the Maco Light.
Light.
Singular. Oh, it's been a long day, y'all. It's been a long day.
It's been a long
Oh my
week.
God, and it's only Wednesday. Jesus Christ.
Hey, it's not Monday.
At least not. Monday was the Mondayest Monday ever. I looked at the clock, and I looked at the clock at 3 o'clock, and then I looked at the clock again, and it was still only 3 o'clock. I swear it was 2 hours later. So,
telling us how we're in the 37th week of 2024.
So how are y'all doing today?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good.
Busy. My days are getting longer.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. Oh man. Yeah, I'm tired today, so y'all excuse me. It's like I said, it's been a long day. I've been busy at work, and
look, y'all know it's past my bedtime already. So
I'm surprised you ain't in a corner sleeping with a blanket.
I'm thinking about it too. I got to be at a networking event at 7:30 in the morning down by the Ferris wheel.
Good gracious.
In Myrtle Beach. So I got to get up at like 4:30 tomorrow.
Good gracious. Well, let's get the show on the road. Deborah, it's your week today. And look, we don't...
Have y'all ever heard of Joe Baldwin or the Maco Light?
Yeah, so when we first, our first week or so of doing this, I remember talking to Erin, and we were looking into investigations from Wilmington to Georgetown, and this was one of the ones that I had written down, but I didn't go deep into it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I thought it was up in what? Brunswick County. So, but yeah, I'm
no.
So first of all, what made you pick this, Deborah?
I'm sorry. Blanche is knocked my blanket off of my bed and is making a nest in it, and I was fixated on that. I'm so sorry.
Let her nest. Just let her nest. Let that baby do whatever she wants to.
So yeah.
So I grew up hearing about the Maco Light and Joe Baldwin. When my mom and daddy were still married, we lived right near the railroad tracks in between Tabor City and Loris. So, I mean, the name Joe Baldwin to me is just as common as my name or your name. So, yeah, I mean, it's always been an intriguing story to me. You know, and you hear different variations from different people throughout the different generations. You know, things change a little bit here and a little bit there and whatnot. But, and when you have your own experiences, you're like,
have you or did you and your friends ever go looking for this light?
Many times.
Did you ever find it?
Many times.
Oh, okay, we might. We might have to take a walk then.
Many times. You know, the dirt road that we lived on, all we had to do was walk up towards the highway, and we would be right there at the railroad track. Well, probably, I don't know, from Erin's house to the little cul-de-sac down beyond her, that far was a train trestle.
Okay.
And we would walk the tracks and get up there to the trestle and go down and sit right up next to the wood line.
Well, how come we've not done this yet then?
Can we
why
do
are you
it?
keeping this a secret?
The trains run at like midnight now.
They do that on purpose.
So,
well, maybe
to
when
keep
we're doing
idiots
one of our
like
investigations at Tabor, we could take a break. Because we're going to be up at midnight anyway. Take a quick walk.
Yeah.
Keep that
Yeah.
in mind.
Well, I mean, we'll have to find somewhere else to go because that road now is not a good area.
It's not a savory location.
You put some thought into that for us.
Yeah. I'll figure out something. I'll figure out something.
Go ahead and tell us all about it.
All right. Well, let me get my legs crossed up here.
I gotta get comfy.
And get this paper and some lights I can see with my old blind eyes. All right. So this first section that I'm going to read came from the North Carolinapedia. Okay. The Maco Light, also called the Ghost at Maco Station, is one of North Carolina's most well-known and enduring supernatural phenomena. It dates to a fatal train wreck in 1867 at a small rural station then called Farmer's Turnout, which was 14 miles west of Wilmington on the line serving Wilmington, Florence, South Carolina, and Augusta, Georgia. Conductor Joe Baldwin, riding in the last car of a wood-burning train, discovered that his car had come uncoupled. He died waving a lantern from the rear of that car in a failed attempt to signal and stop a second train coming from behind. One witness saw Baldwin's lantern fly clear of the train wreck, land. That don't make no sense. Fly clear of the train wreck and land right side up in the adjacent swamp and burn on. Shortly afterward, and for over a century since, a flickering light has appeared regularly along the railroad tracks in the vicinity of the 1867 collision. Legend attributes this light to the ghost of Joe Baldwin, who was decapitated in the wreck. The ghost is said to be looking for its head. From 1873 until after an 1886 earthquake, railroad workers reported a pair of Maco lights that would appear together. Over the years, the Maco light has been bright enough to fool many railroad workers into stopping their trains. To remedy the ghost's scheduled thwarting attempts, signalmen at Maco used two lights, one red and one green. While President Grover Cleveland's train was wooding and watering up at Maco in 1889, the president saw the two signal lights, asked about them, and got the full story of old Joe Baldwin.
Interesting.
In the spring of 1964, the Southeastern North Carolina Beach Association contacted parapsychologist and ghost hunter Hans Holzer to come to Maco and investigate the mysterious light. After his visit, Holzer gave an apparent certification of the phantom conductor, citing the consistency of his return appearances. Since the railroad tracks were removed around 1980, sightings of the Maco light have greatly diminished, if not completely disappeared, according to Cape Fear Museum historian Harry Warren.
As in, like,
in its time, the Maco light has been the object of many a dark vigil at Maco Station, where anywhere from a few to dozens of people would frequently gather at night. It has also been the subject of numerous newspaper stories and at least one narrative ballad, The Maco Light, which sums up the tale. They found Joe's body, they found Joe's head, they buried him both, but he's not dead. The second excerpt here comes from the Our State magazine. It was posted by J. Barnes in the Our State magazine. According to the Wilmington Railroad Museum, the first sightings date back to 1873. For years afterward, travelers passing through the area reported seeing a mysterious light. It disappeared for a time after a powerful earthquake struck Charleston and the South Carolina Low Country in 1886, but sightings resumed shortly thereafter. President Grover Cleveland's train stopped in Maco on a trip through the area in 1889. When he asked the conductor why the signalman used two lights instead of one, the conductor told him the story of Joe Baldwin, explaining that two lights were needed to distinguish real trains from Baldwin's ghost lantern. The president was intrigued, and he later shared the tale with colleagues in Washington, D.C., introducing the legend of the Maco Light to a national audience. Sightings continued throughout the years. In 1925, the light apparently chased two farm boys into the woods. In 1946, Wilmington Morning Star photographer Pete Knight staked out the Maco tracks and returned with a blurry photo that ran in the paper with the caption, "There was a chunk of ectoplasm as big as life." Life magazine ran a feature about it in 1957, prompting visits from famous psychics, university professors, and a team of investigators from the Smithsonian Institution. A machine gun detachment from Fort Bragg was deployed to hunt down the light in 1960 with no success. The dirt road beside the Maco tracks also became a popular destination for weekend dates. Some remember first seeing the light's eerie glow during hayrides sponsored by Cape Fear Presbyterian Church in Wilmington. In Haunted Wilmington and the Cape Fear Coast, Southport native Brooks Newton Preek writes about seeing the Maco Light while dating in the 1960s. It was the eeriest thing I ever saw in my life. When the Seaboard Coastline Railroad removed the tracks through Maco in 1977, the mysterious light disappeared for good. After 100 years of unexplained encounters, the brakeman's lanterns were snuffed out, no longer casting its glow through the swamp forest by the old rail bed. Joe Baldwin moved on. Or was it Baldwin after all? While researching the antebellum railroads of the region, Wilmington native James C. Burke may have uncovered the true origin of the Maco legend. Burke found no record of a Joe Baldwin working for the railroad at any time during the 1860s. He did, however, find well-documented accounts of a Charles Baldwin who was injured in a train accident near Maco on January 4, 1856, a full decade before Joe Baldwin's reported demise. Charles was not decapitated, but he did die from head injuries on January 7th. For a brief time, he was buried in St. James Cemetery in Wilmington. His remains were later moved to an unknown location, and his headstone was lost. What you think so far?
We have a similar case like that in Greenville, North Carolina, where I'm from, and it's called the Pactolus Light. And it seems like there's a lot of we have one here in Conway too.
The Lucas Bay Light.
And so it seems like, although Lucas Bay is, the story goes, was it the woman who was missing her baby and she's out in the swamps trying to find it, and so that's her light.
She was hiding the baby. Hiding the baby.
Hiding the baby?
Yeah.
Hiding the baby. The troops were coming through and she was hiding the baby.
So that's one of them. And then the one in Pactolus, I think the story goes, it was the fiance was trying to get back to he was coming home from war or something like that, and trying to get back to the love of his life, and there was a train accident, or he fell off the train or something and died. And so you see his lantern as he's trying to make his way back home to his fiance. I've never seen that one, but I've always heard about that one.
I think every little country town probably has a Maco Light.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, right across the state line over in North Carolina, in every little community called Evergreen, they have a light.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Lenny, did y'all have anything like this when you grew up?
You know, I don't know. I lived in New Jersey, so we had that magazine, Weird New Jersey. And if you've ever read that,
Mm-hmm.
there are just so many odd things that take place in New Jersey. I'll send you a link later. But this magazine would just basically state all the different things going on. So, like, people would always be driving around looking for, like, go down this road, go down that road, go down this tunnel. So I'm sure there's something similar in there. I'm going to send you the link to read their stuff.
Now, I will tell you the Lucas Bay Light. My husband was in high school, and him and his girlfriend at the time, and his brother and his now wife, they were on a double date, and they went down to Lucas Bay Light. And Jeff's brother will tell you now, even though the woods have been clear cut, there's houses built everywhere, he will not go down there. Will not.
Well, we need to go down there.
Mm-mm.
So when's the last time that you saw the light?
The Lucas Bay Light? Or the Maco Light? I was a kid.
And did you ever see the Lucas Bay Light? Okay.
No.
We should go there this weekend to try and see the light. We can go see the Maco Light.
We can do it.
We can do it.
We can do it. I'll get Jeff to take us down there, and he can tell y'all what happened to them.
Weird.
But the first time I was ever taken to the Lucas Bay Light, it was a long, narrow dirt road, and the trees just canopied over the top of it. So it was dark. It was dark. There were no houses on this road. There were houses at each end on the roads running opposite, but there was nothing on this road.
Yeah, we could definitely go up there and go to the Lucas Bay and to the Maco Light. Excuse me. I also want to go to Crybaby Bridge. No, not Crybaby. The Heartbeat Bridge. Yeah.
Heartbeat
Where's
Bridge.
that one?
That's in Nakana.
Nakana, right down the road from your house.
I think that one would be fun to go to. I mean, I know the theory behind these lights, and a lot of the lights I think happen in. I know we have the Brown Mountain Lights in North Carolina, but a lot of the lights seem to happen in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and I know the theory behind it is a lot of times it's swamp gas. But I mean, I've never personally seen swamp gas.
I was gonna say, is there a way that we can debunk swamp gas? I mean, don't know enough about any of that.
Be like we can be like Ozzy Osbourne and say ball lightning. It's ball lightning. Y'all know that show, right? Okay, so it's called Osbourne's Want to Believe, and it's Jack, Sharon, and Ozzy, and they are discussing.
Bless
you. They are discussing. I was blowing on the keyboard. Oh, well, bless you anyway. Bless you. They were blowing out the keyboard. Lord have mercy, I'm tired, y'all. Oh, where was I? Where was I with that? Oh,
they were blowing something.
The Osbournes.
I'm sorry. I've tried watching some of the different things they have, and it's so hard to listen to them talk between Ozzy and Sharon. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really, they're a lot.
But anyway, so like Jack shows all this paranormal evidence, and he's like, well, we'll rate it. You know, at the end of each episode or at the end of each clip, he's like, rate. You know, what do you rate this on a scale of 1 to 10? And he's like, oh, Ozzy's like, oh, it's just a fucking ball lightning. It's ball lightning, fucking ball lightning. He's like, Sharon, it's ball lightning right there. But so that's why I said
You can't help but love
oh my
old
god, I
Rosie.
know. And so that's why I was like that's why it could just be ball lightning instead of swamp gas. It's ball lightning. But
Ball lightning.
love ball lightning anyway.
Anybody that'll bite the head off of a bat, a live bat, I got some mad respect.
I heard he didn't know it was alive.
I had a little bit of fear.
Yeah, he didn't know it was alive. But yeah, I want to check those lights out. I think that would be cool. I mean, even if it is swamp gas, it would still be cool to see.
Oh yeah. I just wonder if we could see it now with all the houses down there.
I mean, if anything, we could take some equipment up there and inspect it and see if we get it. But with all the houses, you might get some feedback from people attached to those houses.
It's possible.
What else you got for us?
So, this one guy, he said, my friends and I made our last trip to Maco on a cool autumn night in 1974. 6 of us crammed into that 2-door Chevy. Like so many times before, we edged down the narrow dirt path and stopped the car under a pitch-black sky. We sat inside, talking and joking until we were interrupted by a shrill scream from the front seat. Look, what's that? There, straight ahead in the distance, was the unmistakable yellow glow we'd heard about all our lives. Amid ear-splitting screams from my friends in the back seat, my heart pounding, I tried to focus on what I saw. The light moved slowly down the tracks toward our car. We couldn't believe our eyes at first, remembers Keith Caron, the driver. We watched it come towards us, then it went out. When it reappeared, it was even brighter and closer. Everybody kind of freaked. I still recall the amazing exit Caroon managed with that Nova. With high brush on one side and tracks on the other, there was no place to turn the car around. I'll never know how I was able to back out of there in a straight line at full speed. Today, a trip to Maco reveals very little of its ghostly past. The highways have been widened, new homes and businesses have moved in, and the path of the old railway lies hidden in the brush. A few submerged stumps are all that remains of the old trestle over Rattlesnake Creek, and the site is now privately owned. Trespassing is prohibited. Maco has no museum, no historical marker, no visible remembrance of the mysterious light. None except a nearby neighborhood street named for the famous Tar Heel spirit, Joe Baldwin Drive.
Huh. So, first of all, you can tell that's an old southern town because they got Rattlesnake Creek. But second,
and it's actually not even a town; it's more like a community,
it's like a pit stop.
Kind of like Cool Springs,
like a little pit stop. But I was just looking on Reddit for the Maco Light, and somebody said that people this was posted 2 years ago. People don't see the Maco Light anymore, but when they were a kid, it was a fun thing to do to go look for it.
Yeah, it says that the last sighting was in 1977. I guess they did something to track.
Well, this guy, yeah, his was 74. I was thinking 84, but he said 74.
The Maco Light was seen for over 100 years, but has not been seen since 1977. This was the year that the railroad tracks at Maco Station were pulled up. Many explanations have been offered for the mysterious sights, including one intriguing geological possibility. Maco stands on top of a geological fault line. Some have speculated that the source of the lights was static electricity produced by the pressures of this fault building up along the tracks and discharging as a light when the tracks reached their capacity. This would explain why the lights haven't been seen since the tracks were pulled up.
Interesting. It'd definitely be worth checking it out, though. That would be a good one.
Well, one of the stories I heard was that Joe would walk up and down the railroad tracks from Maco to next to Conway, Homewood.
Really?
Looking for his head.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to go right up there to J. Reuben Law. Check it out.
That might be a little too close.
We might catch some early releases.
Might have to go stop at the Homewood gas station.
That you're talking about right up there next to the farm?
Mm-hmm.
They got the best chicken wings. They got the best and the potato wedges. Ooh! I used to eat there for lunch every day. $7 for 6 wings.
Where the lights at? Where the red lights at?
No. I'm talking about.
You talking about Huck's is right there across from the farm. Yeah, no, I'm talking about a little bit further down.
Yeah, well, I've never been that one, but the one right across from the farm, they got the best chicken wings and potato wedges. $7. Oh, it used to be $7. $7 for 6 wings and a big old heaping pile of potato wedges.
It's probably $15 now if they still had it.
And they had that good sausage too. You know the sauces that they like that crinkles up on the end. I call it
sausage.
I call it bacon sausage because it tastes so good and it fries up like bacon on the ends and it gets all crispy. So because I mean, y'all, this episode's taking a turn.
It always does. It always does.
Call me happy.
Call you happy for what? Fresh sausage.
Yeah, take a piece of sausage wrap. Take a piece of fresh sausage and put it on a piece of light bread with some mustard on it. What?
Oh, but it's got to be spicy brown mustard. I don't like the yellow regular.
No, I like yellow mustard.
I do spicy brown. But
well, you can have your spicy brown.
When we go up there to the Maco Lights, we can stop and get us a sausage dog.
I want yellow mustard and she wants spicy brown. She wants grape poupon.
Oh, I love grape poupon.
I gotta have spicy brown. If it ain't spicy, it ain't for me.
I have all of them. I have literally like every mustard made. I got some with horseradish in it. I love Dijon. I got all of them. I got the yellow. I got I got ground up mustard.
Mustard connoisseur. I love mustard.
Different things need different pepper. Girl, and don't yell at me, but I put yellow mustard on my pizza, and I have since high school. My friend got me doing it when we were younger. Shout out Desiree.
What?
It is delicious.
Dad puts yellow mustard on his pizza.
I put ranch.
Mustard at Texas Pete.
I haven't tried that.
Yellow mustard at Texas Pete.
I do ranch and ranch.
Gianna does that. Gianna eats ranch on her pizza.
School, the rectangle pizzas we'd get at school. The French dressing. Drown my pizza in that French dressing.
Started that at school, but she does it at home now.
Y'all let us know if you like mustard and what kind of mustard do you like. And also, and what do you put mustard on? And then also, have you ever had the good bacon sausage, aka the fresh sausage? Let us know. And what do you put on your pizza? Because this episode's just all over the place.
Put on food.
We've got
Maco Light. We believe in Joe Baldwin.
We've gone from the Maco Light to the Food Network. I mean, we are talking about mustard and sausage.
Hey, Stuart's got to like some mustard too.
I mean, hell, we had one order a pizza one time.
Sure enough. Personal pizza.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm ready for dinner. Can y'all tell? I'm ready. Oh, I want some.
Oh, I just remembered I didn't eat. I made dinner for Antonio. I put it in the microwave and I forgot I didn't eat dinner. I fed the dog. You know what? I totally would have went to bed and not even ate tonight. I guess I don't need to then.
You gotta eat.
Look, my poor husband, bless his heart, when I got home, he called me at lunch today and he was like, "Are you in Conway today?" And I said, "No, I'm working up in Loris. Why?" He said, "Well, me and Jamie and little Frankie were going to go eat lunch, and I was going to see if you wanted to join us. So when I come in, I was like, well, where did y'all go eat lunch? He said, well, we went to Conway Chinese. I said, so you ate enough at lunch, I don't have to cook supper tonight?
Look, we're on a sandwich menu this week. I made sausage and rice Sunday night and ate that Sunday and Monday night. And then the rest of the week, because it's a pay week for me, so the rest of the week we're eating sandwiches. And I love them because I got a big old jar of pickles to put right on it.
Ooh, I love pickles, and I love pickles on my sandwiches.
Yes.
I go to Jersey Mike's and get the number 9.
I get
Mike's Way with pickles on it.
Extra pickles. Gotta have extra pickles.
Darn, I should have been. So I literally didn't even have time to eat today. I took a break in between going to the bathroom in between classes and had some rolled up roast beef, cracked black turkey and provolone rolled up, shoving it in my mouth real quick on the way back from the bathroom. Oh man, I'm never gonna get to eat today.
I did. I got me a good old greasy, sloppy Shorty's cheeseburger today, and it was so good.
That does sound good.
That's one place. That's one place that I don't think I've ever eaten a burger from. Yeah.
I haven't either. I haven't eaten at Shorty's, only the grind over there.
Oh, I love the grind.
If you have not had a burger or a dog from Shorty's or Fowler's, you've never had a decent burger or dog.
That makes sense because I'm not a big fan of hot dogs unless it's crispy. I want my hot dog to when I bite into it.
They will burn your dogs up in some grease, and they use them old red weenies, them Jesse Jones.
I don't even know what that is.
Heart, be still my.
I want it to go when I bite into it.
See, now I'm used to the dirty water dogs.
Yeah, don't do that. I always order mine extra burnt.
I like the dirty water dogs too.
I love dirty water dogs.
Let us know if you like dirty water dogs.
If they're from the north,
I ain't eating no bold weenie.
If you're from the north, you grew up on dirty water dogs.
Did you have? Nope. You have. Well, I think it's just different areas in New Jersey, but pork roll, Taylor ham.
Pork roll, Taylor ham's the brand, and I still eat it very regularly. I buy a pound a time at Publix.
Oh.
Why did I see pork roll the other day? Ooh, at the bagel factory.
Oh, bagel factory.
No, in North Myrtle Beach. Right there where Kroger's is at on Main Street.
Oh, really? That's the bagel store I go to. I don't even know the name of it. What is it called? Bagel Factory? That's literally where I get my bagels, and I don't know the name of it. I'm like, the bagel store by Kroger.
I love their onion bagel.
Oh, I get the jalapeno
with the chive cream cheese.
We really have hijacked this, but yeah, I love pork roll. I get it all the time because
when I went up there we went to New York City, but we stayed in Jersey. But we had a friend that went with us who's from Jersey, so she took us to all the local places. And that was one of the things. She's like, you got to have this. You got to have that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Purple egg and cheese.
Oh, it was great. That's a
weekend thing. It's definitely a hangover thing.
That's what I ate every morning for breakfast. It was delicious. I loved it.
You can get the sandwiches to go at Little River Deli, Calabash Deli. You can get pork roll at Lowe's. You can get it at Publix.
What is pork roll?
It's like a
identifiable meat that comes from the Jersey Devil.
It's like a bologna, egg, and cheese.
It's like Spam, but different, just different parts of the animal.
It's good.
It don't taste like Spam. It's delicious. Deborah, you've not had it? Deborah's coming over for breakfast.
No, she ain't.
Eat it and you're going to love it. Yes, you are.
I ain't no pork roll. I don't like Spam. I'm not going to like pork roll.
I would never eat Spam. I've never... Pork roll's just pork roll. You can't compare it.
Fried Spam's actually not that bad.
Yeah, I've never had Spam.
It's not.
I used to eat Vienna sausages when I was little. That's another meat.
I love a Vienna. I love a Vienna with a nab.
You call it?
A Vienna.
I used to give them to the kids when they were little.
They're delicious.
I love them.
If you can eat a Vienna sausage, you'll like some pork roll.
I like to
Okay.
take them and I'll mash them up and then take my fork or spoon or whatever and spread them on a cracker. Oh, they good.
Why don't you just get you some potted meat if you're going to do that?
Because it's the experience.
Oh, have mercy.
I do like potted meat
Oh,
too.
Lord.
Potted ham.
I love deviled ham.
Deviled ham.
Mhm.
I can make a good deviled ham salad and ooh, put it on some crackers.
What's devil ham?
It's
unidentifiable meat that comes in a can.
Gotcha.
and it's
At least pork roll don't come in a can.
it's
Oh, okay.
it's pink like a ham, but it's unidentifiable like Spam.
It looks kind of like
It's
Friskies.
the butts and the nuts all mixed up.
Does look like Friskies.
Yep, that's what it says. It's the food and food.
Overtired today.
It does look like Friskies. But yeah, it's delicious. You got anything else for us?
No, I think I'm done with Joe.
Talk about food some more. We'll talk about food all day.
I just wanted to make sure because I'm sure we could continue to talk about food. Oh God almighty.
Speaking of, did I send y'all that TikTok about I might have sent it to Aaron, the Rocky Mountain oysters?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
I would not try that. And the fact that like they peeled like a daggum banana was disgusting.
What got me was come out holding them up like.
All right, so y'all listening, watching the video, whichever you're doing. First of all, thank you for hanging on this long because it's we are it's with food. I hope you've enjoyed talking about
Tell us
Southern.
what food you want us to talk about in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even better if it's haunted food. I mean, we'll talk about ghost food.
Ghost with
Even
a
better.
toast.
Yeah.
Ghost on a toast? Is that what you said?
Ghost with a toast. Drink it.
Oh, ghost on toast. And
Yeah.
it comes with blueberry jam.
Oh Lord.
No. So Deborah sent me this TikTok the other day, and it was about Rocky Mountain oysters. For those of you listening, if you don't know what Rocky Mountain oysters are, Google it.
Google it. You gotta see it for yourself.
Just put it in the Google. Rocky Mountain oysters. They are the part of the bull that you don't want to tug on because you're gonna piss them off. Anyway, people actually harvest these parts of the bull and fry them up. And so Deborah sends me this picture and she's like, Rocky Mountain oysters. Well, I enjoy cooking videos, so I'm watching the whole thing, except I continue to watch the whole thing. But the very first scene in this TikTok is this woman holding up the most giant pair of balloons I have ever seen, just right at the camera.
They were fuzzy balloons.
Right up at the camera. And then she proceeds to take them and prepare them to cook. And it was I'm sitting there watching, very intrigued but very disgusted at the same time. Needless to say, I will never try them. And if I do,
What the heck is that?
I'm sorry, I was trying to find the video to send to you.
Even if I do try it, I hope that nobody tells me what it is. Just let me eat in peace. Because I'll try anything once, but won't try that. I'm like meatloaf. I'll try it. I'll do anything, but I won't do that.
I love meatloaf.
The food or the music?
Both.
Oh. It's got to be really good meatloaf. Like I can't have dry meatloaf. Some people make dry meatloaf.
I can make a good mean
Love meatloaf.
All right,
meatloaf.
well, what time we coming over? So, but yeah. Y'all, thank you for sticking it.
My designated chicken bog chef.
Huh?
My designated chicken bog chef.
I don't know. Her
Yeah.
lasagna was really good too.
Oh, I've not tried that.
It was on point.
I'm a mean cook to be a skinny white girl.
Oh no, where'd that go?
You gonna have to find that video and send it to Linnea.
I lost my little doohickey mabob. Anyway, but yeah, that there you have it. What was this episode called again? Joe Baldwin and the Food Network.
Joe Baldwin and the Maco
Joe Baldwin
Light.
and the Food Network. All right. Well, thank y'all for listening tonight. I know we were a bit scattered tonight, but I hope you did learn some stuff about the Joe Baldwin and the Maco Light. Next week it is a possible guest week. I'm not 100% yet. So, fingers crossed. If not, we might pull out another movie review.
Ooh, I like those.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Well, you gotta let me know what movie so I can watch it.
And you got that nice new laptop. You can watch.
Right? Yeah, and it's pink.
It's pink.
It's pink. The little guy at the store said, "Well, what color do you want?" And I said, "Well, what have you got?" He said, "Pink and blue." I said, "Well, give me the pink. My husband won't mess with it."
There you go. But
he won't try to lay claim to
there you go. All right, y'all. Well, there you got it. There you have it. Go get you some fresh sausage, bacon sausage, and some Taylor ham and pork rolls and mustard and ranch and pizza, and dive right in.
And Rocky Mountain oysters.
I'm hungry.
Don't get the Rocky Mountain oysters. But until next.
You hungry, Linnea?
Yeah, but it's too late. I think I'm too lazy also. I think I'm just gonna go to bed.
I'm gonna go make me a ham and cheese sandwich with pickles and call it a night. But yeah. And until next time, we promise we won't be weird next time, because this was a weird episode. Like,
don't make promises you can't.
We were all over the place tonight. Oh, I love it though. But anyway, all right. Until next time, y'all come back now. You hear?